What is going on, you guys? So I'm going to be reviewing the 1997 classic action movie Face Off, and it's from the director of Hard Boiled, John Woo. The guy's a really good action movie director. He doesn't direct a whole lot of American action movies. He's only directed like let's see, one, two, three. Yeah, he hasn't directed that many. I mean, but then again, though, I mean the guy's a legend in Hong Kong. I mean the even his movies, when you watch them here in the United States, they're actually quite good. And, just, I really like his movies, from what I've seen of him. He's a good director. Let's just not talk about Mission Impossible 2. Anyways, let's get into Face Off. It's 20 years old. It just turned 20 a couple of days ago on Tuesday. And, gotta be honest with you, that movie was just, it's so much fun. I remember the first time I saw it, I was just, I don't even know why I saw it, honestly. It was just fun action movie throughout. It never really got boring. I mean, yeah, there's dialogue in between each action sequence, and they obviously have to progress the plot. But even the plot is interesting because there's a terrorist named Castor Troy, played by Nick Cage. I mean, who else could play this guy, honestly? Anyway, so I mean, the roles were meant for these two actors. So, oh, let me get back to the plot. So, Castor Troy put a bomb underneath the LA Convention Center, and basically, Travolta is an FBI agent named Sean Archer who has to. Basically, what happens is that Castor Troy is unconscious, so now he has to undergo a procedure where he takes his face off and switches it with Castor Troy, and he has to figure out where the bomb is planted and whatnot while he's Castor Troy, and obviously it goes wrong because Castor Troy wakes up and then switches faces with Sean Archer in the medical facility. So yeah, it was set up to be a really fun, exciting action movie, and boy does it deliver, man. It's just insane action sequences, explosions, all that good stuff. But it never goes into like full Michael Bay territory where it's just ridiculous noise, nothing makes sense. I mean, the movie's plot is quite interesting. I mean, you can almost observe this movie as a comedy and just sit back with your friends and just laugh at it. But at the same time, you can also observe that there is a lot of these the people who made this movie really cared. I mean, you can tell even the editing is really nice. Action sequences were well directed. Travolta and Cage obviously do a very good job as each other, and they go back and forth with each other. So many great lines like "I want to take his face off." Just a great line right there. I mean, so many great ones. I don't have time to go into all of them, but yeah, what more can be said about this movie? I mean, the slow motion action sequences, perfectly John Woo. I think there are doves in this movie. Yeah, there are doves in this movie, like in I guess all of John Woo's movies have doves. But yeah, the guy's a really good director, and he's well respected in Hollywood by a lot of filmmakers and whatnot. So, yeah, I really like his movies, and this is no exception, really. Man, it's 20 years old. So here's what I'm going to talk about is the special effects hold up really well. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's not the best CGI, but they do a good job of hiding it because they don't really use a whole lot of CG in this movie because they just don't. I guess they relied a lot on practical effects and just the acting and the dialogue. Obviously, they rely on that a lot. So I mean, there is obviously that, and I gotta say it holds up pretty well. It's still entertaining after all these years, and just what else can be said? I mean, the movie is just a lot of fun. I mean, there's not much else. I'm starting to sound a little bit repetitive, and you might have heard other people say this about the movie Face Off, but what else can be said? I mean, it's just a good time. You should not take this movie too seriously. I think you're gonna hate it if you do. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think people took Face Off that seriously when they saw it. So maybe that's why they love it, because it knows what it is and it doesn't try to be anything else. Like a lot of movies are too serious when they shouldn't be, but I think Face Off just has fun within. It looks like everyone in the movie is having a good time. But yeah, I mean, Travolta and Cage must have had the time of their lives making this movie. I mean, I can't imagine what it must have been like to be on set and you know, yeah, there was a lot of great moments in this movie. The ending fight alone is just wow, just wow. And oh yeah, the prison fight was pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, I mean a lot of great lines. The scene where they both point each other, they point guns at each other and then they realize that one of them's empty, and yeah, just so many great lines. I mean, I don't know what else to say before. I don't want to go into spoiler territory in case those who haven't seen it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna wrap this up since I don't know what else to say. So um, on a scale of 1 through 10, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst, what do I give Face Off? I'd give it a 3. Yeah, 3 out of 10, which is really good. Honestly, it might be one of my favorite action movies of all time. I think it's just so much fun, and it's cool that it holds up after all these years. And is there a movie that you want me to review from the 90s or any time period that just is really awesome? Yeah, I haven't been able to go out to the theater lately, so I apologize. This was probably the easiest movie I could review because yeah, I can't really go to the theater right now. So anyways, enough about me. What do you guys think of Face Off? Do you like the movie? Do you not like the movie? Let me know in the comment section, and if you want more videos like this, be sure to like it and be sure to subscribe to our channel if you want more videos. So thank you.